everybody, I am Marlene van Rooyen, building and decor, floors, walls and roofs, and the DAS events. Welcome again. Today I have with me a very interesting guest, Martin Pretorious from Workshop and Machine. Martin recently won an award. He won first place in a competition for San Francisco affordable housing. And this is such a relevant topic in today's day and age. So we thought, let's pull Martin in and let's have a conversation with him around the competition and his idea. Welcome, Martin. Great to have you on.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thanks for having me.
So tell me a little bit about this competition.
So the competition it's done through a company called Bee Breeders, and what they basically do is they get clients from all over the world with competition ideas, and they in essence launch the competition. Okay. With prizes. So some of the competition, it's ideas competitions only out there to generate more ideas, and some of the projects actually get built. So your first prize would be cash with the construction, or just the cash. And in my instance, it was just an ideas competition, but the winners, they will get published in a couple of publications coming out, most probably 2021, and then obviously you'll get posted on World Architecture Forums and ArchDaily, Design, whoever of them choose to publish you.
Yeah, everywhere globally. So tell us a little bit more about this concept. I had a brief look at it and it looks super interesting.
So the concept basically is to access space that is inaccessible in our cities at this stage. So if you look at the roads, there's always space above our roads that we'll never use. So the concept was to design something that's modular, that can fit onto each other. So you can either just go vertically up, as in the standard, let's say building construction, or you can start to bridge over the road and into the spaces that's unutilized above the roads. And so the whole concept is just to identify space that we normally use or misuse in a city, and then try to access that by adding accommodation there. And even the concept I have was, if you do bridge the road on top of the roofs, try to create vegetation. Okay. That you can actually have a unit where, say we're in a situation like we are now in a pandemic, where people have to stay home and they don't have work. Yes. That you actually have a vegetable garden yourself, and you have solar panels, so you have electricity, you have a means to sustain yourself by actually having a garden. Right. And then you also have your living. So it's trying to incorporate also a bit more function to the normal users, by, instead of just providing a roof over your head, providing electricity and food as well. I think that's the aim of what I was aiming for in the competition.
And so let's get back to the competition. Stiff competition, how many entrants?
Well, I don't know exactly how many entrants, but the lady I spoke to said there was just over 20,000 entries.
Wow.
So there's quite a lot. It's from all over the world, because I went through, let's say, the second place, third place, and then there's a couple of honorable mentions, and there's people from the US. There was a Spanish team, I think, that came third, and there's Korean team. So there's quite a lot of people from all over.
Yeah, that sounds like stiff competition. Well done. That's excellent. Do you foresee that this is a model that could be rolled out internationally? Obviously, in South Africa, I'm seeing a lot of opportunity for that type of model. Internationally, do you think that this is something that's feasible?
Yeah, I think it's definitely feasible, because if you look at the concept itself, every country has got wasted space above their roads. And I would say wasted space in general, between buildings, on top of buildings. And I think you can use the modular system to start plugging into areas that is unutilized, and especially in South Africa, I think it can work here as well. But I think we have a completely different landscape from the ones in San Francisco, and we have different problems. But I think the essence of what I wanted to achieve with the housing project was something that can work globally, because everyone would need electricity and everyone would need food. And I think if we look at it from that side, it's definitely a plus. Bridging the roads and trying to access the road, the spaces that's not used on top of the roads, I think it might be a bit of a stretch in Africa at this stage, because we're not that densely populated yet. So I think in San Francisco, where they actually have a problem with land and issues more related to space in the city, I think definitely that there it can work 100% as it is.
Also, I read that the cost of construction on this is not exorbitantly high.
No, but one of the differences is affordable housing in San Francisco versus affordable housing in South Africa is two completely different things. So our affordable housing would be a couple of $1,000s per unit.
Yes.
Say like $3,000-4,000 per unit. And where if you look at affordable housing there, if you can build something for say $75,000, that would still be considered as affordable. Where if you take that amount of money translated over into the rand, that's actually a decent amount of money.
Yes.
And I would say it would fall more into the mid range of housing than the lower and affordable ones. But there's definitely solutions in South Africa, and I'm currently busy with a version of that for say South Africa or other African nations, where you can cut the cost even more. But it's at this stage it's just conceptual and still in development.
Well, I think there's great opportunity for any housing in South Africa and in Africa. And I hear what you say, we don't have a land problem, but I do think that we have a densification problem. So there may be a possibility that some of those concepts could be carried through in our urban areas. Thank you, Martin. I really, really appreciate your time. We'll be posting Martin's details here. Feel free to get a hold of him, get in touch with him. He's got some great ideas. We will also be doing a CPD presentation with Martin coming up in September, where he'll unpack this more, and look out for an article in the upcoming issue of Walls and Roofs and Floors, as well as on Building and Decor, when we'll be talking about this concept and showing you the actual visuals and details in more detail. Martin, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Boom.
Cool, thanks.
Easy.
Yeah.
And it's nice and short, so then we can post it easily on our socials.
Yeah, I think people kind of respond to things that's way shorter in general.
Yeah. And I think once they see the visuals as well, it'll make a lot more sense. I mean, you guys are visual, so once they see the visuals and they see the sketches and the diagrams and stuff, it'll work a lot better.
Yeah, I think that actually helps a lot. A lot of visuals and yeah.
Okay, cool. We'll let you know. Zurita will be in touch again. She'll let you know when the stuff is posted. We'll probably put it on a newsletter for this week. So yeah, I'll keep you posted.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thanks for your time, Martin. All the best. Keep well.
Thank you. Okay, bye.